What is going on, YouTube? Tommy here from Tommy's Tech Tips with another quick life update. You know how I like to get into these things, short and simple. So let's just get into it right off the bat. So on my days off, I like to go to PetSmart. I've been trying to get a job there forever, so naturally, I know everyone's name. I know every employee, I know every cat, I know every dog, I know every lizard, I know every bird. I know everything. I've been going to this PetSmart for 3 years, every Thursday. Last Thursday was a little different. I'll just start by saying that. So I wake up around 11 a.m. And then I go wake up because I know it's my day off. I get to go to PetSmart, get to see all the dogs and all the employees. So I get in my car, I drive down there. And I walk in the doors, and I'm greeted by Chelsea, as usual. And I'm walking down the dog aisle, and I'm like hit with like a sixth sense of like just joy and beauty. And lo and behold, I turn the corner, and there is not an earthly creature, I would say, the most beautiful woman I had ever seen in my entire life was standing there. She had blue hair. Her outfit was just gorgeous. She was wearing the PetSmart uniform, but she had on these really big shoes, and she had these big earrings, and her look was just stunning. I honestly, this normally doesn't happen, and this is why it's so interesting. My palms got really sweaty and my knees started shaking, and I was just so nervous. I couldn't go talk to her. But I saw her name tag said Samantha on it. So I start asking around. I'm in the cat room, and I'm like, hey, I want to see one of these cats. And Chelsea walks in, and she rolls her eyes because I do this every time, but I never buy one of the cats. I just look at them and I just throw them around. And so I asked Chelsea if I could get one of the cats to look at, but that was just a ploy. I wanted to get to know her coworker. So Chelsea comes in, and then I say, did you get a new hire? And she says, yes, we did get a new hire. Her name's Samantha. Yeah, I already know. And I said, first I said, are you guys hiring? And then she said no, but I ask every time I'm there, and they say no every single time, and it's kind of disrespectful because they just hired Samantha. And I said, do you think I could go into the break room with her really quick? I want to ask her a question. And by this time, even to say that took a lot out of me because I was so nervous. And Chelsea ended up saying yes. She didn't say yes, but she just walked away. So I assumed that meant yes. And I know where the break room is. I've spent a lot of time in this PetSmart. So I walk into the break room, and I just act like I act like I've been there before because I have. And I walk in, and she's sitting down having her lunch, and she looked a little confused, I'm not going to lie, because I didn't have the uniform on. And most times when people walk into the break room, they have a uniform on. I've noticed that. So she was taken a little aback. She stopped eating. And the break room's only like, I don't know, not that big, like 10 by 6 maybe. It's a tiny room. And so I'm blocking the door. I'm not blocking it, but I'm in front of the door. And I shut the door. And she's just sitting there, and she stops eating. She was eating this wrap. She stops eating, and I said, you are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my entire life. I want to make you my wife sooner than later. I jumped the gun. I know I jumped the gun. With the beautiful women, you have to build a rapport. And I know that. And I messed up. I asked where she got her sandwich at, or her wrap or whatever, so I could bring her one next week. And she said, oh, I make them from home. And I said, oh, what do you like in them? I can make you one for next week. I'll be here. And she says, I make them different every week. I guess you don't want me to do something nice for you then, huh? I guess you don't want me to be your boyfriend, huh? I bet you already have a boyfriend, I bet. That's what I said to her. And then by that time, Chelsea had already walked in, and I had been, I wouldn't say escorted out of the premises, but I would say that I didn't leave on my own accord. I'm coming back for you, Samantha. I hope you know that.